not happening, and devotees are not joining. Should we wait or should we start? I think we should start, right? So hope you're all doing well. And honestly speaking, I don't have qualification. One should have intense. Lord Chaitanya came to teach Raga Bhakti. Prema Rasa Niryasa Kurite Aswadana. Raga Marga Bhakti Kurite Prachara. He came to experience that Radha's love, Srimati Radharani's, Bhakti Devi's love, that Radharani is goddess of devotion's love. And he came to distribute the same love, Hare Krishna. So, chapter 8, Madhya Khanda. So, we have finished, what is that? Janmashtami is over, festival after festival after festival. Radhashtami is over. And we did festival of colors also. Here Pushpabhishek is coming. Then Kartik is coming. So basically Krishna consciousness means Keval Ananda Kanda, unlimited happiness. What is Krishna consciousness? Unlimited joy. So continuous non-stop festival. Only where you forget your Adhyatmika, Adidevika, Adibhautika miseries. Where you forget you are not the body but spirit soul. Where you forget all the problems, all the health issues. And I'm sure bhakti is so powerful. Whatever service you render, if you're absorbed, you forget everything. Anyone has an experience? Huh? What's the experience?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Thank you. You forget everything. And to the extent you are absorbed in service, to the extent you are absorbed in chanting of the holy name, or extent you are absorbed in eating prasad, you forget everything. You may have even some health issues, that you forget everything. Hare Krishna. So anyway, let us focus on time is running out for everyone. We do not know what we are going to become. So, but if we focus sincerely, we'll go back to Godhead also. What do you think? Today for us, Godhead is a reality. Krishna as a supreme personality of Godhead is a reality. Radharani as a Bhakti Devi, goddess of devotion, mother of the universe, is a reality. And Lord Chaitanya, combination of Radha and Krishna, came to release Radha Bhav. Krishna himself, but came to release Radha Bhav is a reality. And yet theoretically we have accepted we are not the body but spirit soul. That is also reality. Time is running out, body is slowly starting to give trouble. That is also reality. How many of you agree?
Agree, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So what is that? That's it. So why not we become serious? Why not we become serious? One time Lord Chaitanya said, we are all wasting time sleeping too much in the nights. We should chant. Anyway, let us discuss, 8th chapter of Madhyakand. That's where we stopped before. So Nityananda Prabhu, 1 minute. Nityananda Prabhu, who holds the entire cosmic manifestation on his head, can you believe he doesn't have a place to stay? Haribol. You know? So anyway, where, and does anyone know where Nityananda Prabhu would stay?
Srivas Thakur's home, Prabhu.
Srivas Thakur's. Who said that? Yes, Srivas Thakur home he would stay. So one day Lord Chaitanya, he was in Srivas Thakur home. Casually he wanted to test Srivas. Srivas, you are keeping this Avadut in your home. You don't know anything about him. What is his caste, where he came from, what is family background. If you are little, if you are careless, you may lose your good reputation and, in the society. If you really ask me, send this Avadut out of your home. Send Nityananda Prabhu away. Srivas said, my Lord, this is not proper, my Lord. Nityananda Prabhu is your expansion. You are not different from Nityananda Prabhu. And even if Nityananda Prabhu, even if Nityananda Prabhu goes to a liquor store and people come to know that, and because of that I lose reputation, I have no problem. Because even if I become pauper because of that, I am happy serving his lotus feet and your lotus feet. Haribol. And Srivas Thakur said, Lord Chaitanya, he roared. Oh, Srivas, you have so much love for Nityananda Prabhu. So I am so happy. I'll give you this benediction. Even if Mother Lakshmi may become bankrupt, but everyone in your home, Srivas, you will never have any problem. You will never have any problem for Lakshmi, money. So yes, I leave Nityananda with you. Take care of him. So Nityananda Prabhu, what is that? Did I discuss this already? I think I finished this. No, right? So one day Mother Sachi had a dream. And she told this to Lord Gaur Sundar. Yesterday, my son, I had a wonderful dream. And I saw you and Nityananda Prabhu as 5-year-old boys playing. And suddenly you came out of deity or puja room, puja room, and you brought Balram. So you guys came out with, you brought Balram in your hand, Nityananda Prabhu, Krishna in his hand. You started fighting each other. Krishna and Balram, they said, you are cheaters. Get out of me. Leave this place. This house belongs to us. All the sweetmeats, milk, yogurt, and butter, everything belongs to us. Nityananda Prabhu said, gone are the days of stealing, sir. You are no longer cowherd boys. Now you have become young Brahmins now. So you don't have any control on sweets, yogurt and milk. It is our control now. Otherwise I'll beat you up. Balaram and Krishna, they said, hey, you guys are imposters. We'll bind you. You know, we'll bind you. Nityananda said, wow, we are not scared of you guys. My Lord is now Gaur Sundar Vishwambar. Then they start fighting each other, trying to take sweets from, from others' hands and mouths. Finally, Nityananda came to me and said, Mother, bring me food. I'm very hungry. Then I woke up and I felt it's only a dream. So Mother Sachi was relating her dream to Vishwambar Gaur Sundar. But Mother, that was a nice dream, Mother. But I want to tell you, in fact, you gave me so much confidence that our deities are living. They are not, they are very potent. So you should know, regularly observe when we offer food, whenever your daughter-in-law would offer food, the food is eaten, half of the food is eaten. I thought initially your daughter-in-law is eating it. But now I realized, that our deities are actually eating. My deities are actually eating. So when Mother says, Vishnu Priya, she is Lakshmi herself, when she heard, she smiled. Mother, what I will do today? I'll bring Nityananda Prabhu and I'll bring him for lunch. Sachi Mother said, fine. So Lord Chaitanya said, Vishwambar said, make a special offering to the deities. Cook nicely, I'll bring Nityananda Prabhu. So Lord Chaitanya, Sri Gaur Sundar went to Nityananda Prabhu. He's there. Where is he there? He's in Shiva's home. He's in Shiva's home. Then he was in Shiva's home, and Lord Chaitanya said, Nityananda Prabhu, come to our home for prasad. Today, we are actually we are making a nice bhoga for our deities. But please don't misbehave. So please, you have to really keep yourself in control. Nityananda said, Vishnu. Are. Who makes the people misbehave? So you think I am misbehaving? You misbehave. So you are thinking everyone will misbehave. They went and joked and finally reached home. So they washed their feet and sat down to eat. Gadar Pandit, other devotees came. So they sat down to eat. Mother Sachi saw them, and they are looking like Ram and Lakshman, So she was very happy. She brought 2 plates of prasadam for both of them. So she went inside to serve. When she came out, in that place, she saw the 2 young boys. Where Lord Chaitanya Nityananda was sitting, now who is sitting there? 2 young boys. One is black in complexion, another is very fair. And they were very beautiful. They were not wearing any clothes. They have 4 arms. holding conch disc lotus and club. That black boy, his breast was marked with Srivatsa. Kaustubha jewel was hanging. He is wearing a Makara Kundala, shark-shaped earrings. Other boy is holding plow and mace. And Vishnupriya was on the breast of the black boy. When she saw this, immediately the vision disappeared. And Mother Sachi, she became stunned. Mother Sachi became stunned, started crying, and finally she fainted. Lord Chaitanya got up and said, Mother, what happened? Why did you fall down? Mother Sachi got up and tied her hair. Without saying anything, she went into her room and started crying. She became ecstatic. Wow. So her servant Ishan came and cleaned the room. All the rice fell down, scattered everywhere. She collected it. He collected it and how fortunate was Ishan, the servant in the home of Mother Sachi. So, Lord Chaitanya, the Gaur Sundar would visit the homes of his devotees. He would sometimes he would exhibit his 4-hand Vishnu form. Sometimes he would go to Srivas Thakur home. He would go to different homes. And usually he would go with Nityananda Prabhu. So based on faith, the devotees, wherever he would go, sometimes they would see him as a Matsya incarnation, Kurma incarnation, Varaha incarnation, Vamana incarnation, Narasimha incarnation. You're all listening?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So sometimes he would feel like he is Uddhava. Sometimes he would feel like Krura. Sometimes he would feel like Balramji. Sometimes he would feel like Prahlad Maharaj. And Lord Chaitanya would float in ecstasy. So much happiness. But Mother Sachi had a fear. I hope my son doesn't leave home. I hope my son doesn't leave the home. Lord Chaitanya would tell Mother Sachi, Mother, you chant the holy names of Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. One day, one beggar came to Navadip, started begging. He was going door to door. So he came to Nimai Pandit's home to ask for some alms, ask for some food. So, what is that? Immediately, Gaur Sundar saw that and he assumed Shankar form. I'm Lord Shiva, I'm Lord Shiva. He had a snake around his neck, his hair was matted, he was holding trident. He jumped on the shoulder of that Shaivite and he said, I am Shankar, I am Shankar, I am Shiva, I am Shiva. Wow, amazing. Then this Shaivite started playing Dhamuru. And Lord Chaitanya started dancing. That day, the Shiva devotee got the full, what is that, benefit of worshipping Lord Shiva without offenses. So, what is that? One day I told the right devotees, he told, you are all wasting our time. In the night sleeping. Indriya vriyate nektam baba yena vavaya diyachar daya rajan kutumba bharanena va. So Brahmas is what they do. Work hard in the daytime. In the night time, sleep. Work hard of daytime. Hard work, make money. What do you think? So what is that? He said, why we are all wasting time? Do you all know Bhaktacharya Swami would sleep only 1.5 hours? There is enough for him. In the initial days, after Prabhupada left, Prabhupada gave him a service. And Bhaktacharya Swami, what is that? He would get up at 1 o'clock in the night. And you translate Prabhupada books because Prabhupada gave him a service of translating it into Bengali. And Bhaktacharya Swami would sleep 1.5 hours, enough for him. Day and night, day and night, day and night. I think he finished, it took a long time. I think 1996, I think he finished. 19 years. Then he started traveling and preaching. So then devotees would come in the night. No need to sleep. Sometimes Srivas Thakur home, sometimes Chandrasekhar home. And all the devotees would assemble there. And the kirtan would happen, and wow, you need to be there to experience that. Please listen very carefully. When the kirtan would start, Lord Chaitanya would roar, woo! Go on, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Many people didn't like it. These guys, what is it they are doing? Atheists just, they condemned it, but devotees didn't care. As soon as the kirtan would start, Lord Chaitanya would become ecstatic. And you dance. And in the dancing, suddenly he would crash on the ground. Hare Krishna. And the earth would crack actually. And devotees would become scared. Mother Sachi, she was part of this. She said, my Lord, I don't have any prayer other than this one thing. When Nimai would crash on the ground, please, protect me, please protect him, not me, sorry. Protect Nimai, grant this mercy, Krishna, So what he would do, Lord Chaitanya, as Krishna, as Paramatma in everyone's heart, including Mother Sachi, he knew the prayer of Mother Sachi. So what he would do, he would make her forget. As soon as the kirtan would start, Mother Sachi would become ecstatic, totally absorbed, oblivious to the surroundings. Then she would not be aware of Lord Chaitanya's crashing on the ground. Sometimes he would follow the devotee's feet. I am your servant, I am your servant, I am your servant. But suddenly, he would change his mood to Krishna and he would grab the hair of the devotee. Hey, this is my servant. Hare Krishna. But at the times, I am your servant, he would start, oh Krishna, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where is Krishna? So Lord Chaitanya is very beautiful, very tall, you know. But Ekadasi days, Dwadasi days, all, you know, appearance of incarnations, the devotees all would come into Shiva's home. Beautiful kirtan would happen. All the devotees would be there. You know. And Lord Chaitanya would dance. And when he would faint, sometimes he would faint, Advaita Acharya would take dust from his feet. Unknown to his, Lord Chaitanya knows everything, of course. You know. And, the kirtan is sung in Bhattiyari Rag. Anyone knew Bhattiyari Rag? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This is Bhattiyari Rag. It's very, heart-wrenching actually. It will melt your heart. So Kirtan it starts slowly. Then Lord Chaitanya, as a Kirtan goes on, oh Krishna, where is Krishna? Oh Rama, where is Rama? Where is Hari? Krishna, Krishna. And Lord Chaitanya would cry an hour, tears pouring from his eyes. Everyone is listening or not?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, sir.
So, where is Krishna? They would cry. And there's a flood of tears, And his hair, is a long hair, Sometimes, sometimes after crying, even if anyone would see his crying, his tones would melt. And sometimes he would laugh, ha ha ha. Hey, so as if it would break the eardrums of the devotees, but because they were all transcendently situated by grace of Lord Chaitanya, they would just their eardrums are protected. Sometimes they would say, I am victorious. Haribol, Haribol, Haribol. Devotees would say Haribol. Sometimes he would become heavier than earth. Nobody could lift him, could hold him. But sometimes he would become feather light. It would become feather light. So, and what is that? Is the teeth will be like, they would like in the freezing cold, sometimes you'd all are chattering the teeth, right? Like that. And like he would chatter like a child, like a child during winters. Sometimes he would sweat as a Ganga is coming from his pores. Sometimes his body would become burning hot. And whatever the sandalwood paste devotees would apply, it would all evaporate in a minute, in a second. Sometimes he would fall, my devotees, I need your grace. Please, 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 please. Sometimes leaning against Nityananda, he would show his feet. All the devotees would come and take the dust and steal that precious gift. You know. And what is that? He would roar like lions. But the way he would dance, wow. The hollow, the floor would break, the earth would break. Because is Krishna himself, but in the word of Radharani. Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? You know? Sometimes he would issue the form of Krishna's mood, Shamsundar Krishna. And he would stand in Tribhanga form for a very long time. You know? Then he would play on the flute like Krishna. And he would play on the flute for a long time. Suddenly, he would become normal. And I'm servant, where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? He would fall at everyone's feet. Sometimes he would bend his body like a wheel. His feet touching his head. So, what is that? Everyone is following, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
In India, if you keep aside the fact Lord Chaitanya is Krishna, the ecstasies, the transformations Lord Chaitanya exhibited in his body, no one has ever done. So when he would say, I'm Krishna, like he would show a black form, float, peacock feather. So he would say, he would stand for a long time. After some time, it would become normal. And he'll be golden complexion. Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? Very high extremes. Very high extremes. So, as I said, when Lord is dancing, all the devotees also dance. They would also, the devotees are like in everyone. Kantimala, tilak, and devotees means that they should have kantimala. Devotees means they should have tilak. Whenever somebody would go in front of Prabhupada without tilak, Prabhupada would chastise them. Where is tilak? Lord Chaitanya was also very unhappy. When somebody would come, what is that? Yeah, I'm talking about, we should have kantimala. We should be strict. If we really want to awaken that Krishna Prema, that Lord Chaitanya is freely distributing, we should be strict with ourselves. Jikhvera lala sahoi iti uti daya sishnodara parana Krishna nahi paya. What is that? So all devotees, they would come and Lord Chaitanya sometimes would explain. See the power of the holy name. The power of the holy name. So if he genuinely chant the holy name are here, your heart will be transformed. Ratnakar became Valmiki by just chanting Mara 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 Mara, became Rama, and he was liberated. Ajamil called his son Narayan. He called his son, but not Narayan. And just because of that, it's actually, what is that? It's Namabhas. Still Ajamil was liberated. What is that? Ajamil chanted the holy name and his son was delivered. And Narada Muni chants the holy name, Sukadeva Goswami chants the holy name. Ananta sage with thousands of mouths is talking about the glories of Krishna, chanting the holy name, Sukadeva Goswami. A pure devotee of Krishna, Mahabharata devotee of Krishna, and Sukadeva Goswami chants the holy name. And then, my dear friends, whole world, everyone should chant the holy name. Ekam Shastram Devaki Putra Vitam, Ekam Putro Devaki Putri Eva. So let there be one God, Krishna. Let there be one Shastra, Bhagavad Gita. Let there be only one Seva, worshipping Krishna. Let there be one activity, chanting the holy name, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So Prabhupada mentions, even though he would exhibit different forms and features, even though he would exhibit, but to devotees he would really reveal Krishna's form. So Prabhupada Vrindavan Das Thakur writes, can everyone hear? Am I audible?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Sometimes his body would become stiff, and his teeth would chatter. Sometimes his body would become like a soft, like a cream, as if there are no bones in the body. Sometimes it become huge. Sometimes it become small. Sometimes it would appear like what is that? His demeanor would he would look like a drunkard. Intoxicated with the power of the holy name, Hare Krishna. Sometimes in the Kirtan he would chant, Haridas, oh Balramji, Shiva, Sukha, Narada, Prahlad, where are you? Lakshmiji, Ramaji, Brahmaji, Uddhava. Hare Krishna. So then the atheists were outside. We want to come inside. We want to come inside. Open the doors. No. India, right? When people don't allow you, we know what happens. These people, they drink. And they bring ladies. They entice them. That's why they're not allowing us. They're all beggars only. So, my point is very good in the past. I don't know why he changed and ruined, Maybe last life he did not have good karma. So people would make, they would concoct like anything actually. They would concoct like anything. Anyway, what is that? So there is an opposition, because they were in Lord Chaitanya. As soon as the Kirtan would start, they would close the doors. Of course, this was the reason eventually that led him to take sannyas. So even whatever people criticize the devotees of Lord Chaitanya, they never cared. Because when they come inside, sometimes Lord Chaitanya would reveal Krishna form, sometimes he would reveal Balram form, sometimes he would reveal Lord Ram form. Haribol, amazing. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ramo Rama Rama Hare Hare. So larger you would, limited forms you would display. Sometimes you would show Narayana form with a conch, disc club and lotus. Sometimes, you would show different, you would behave like gopis, One time what happened, whole night they were devotees were spending, early morning, Lord Chaitanya suddenly stopped the kirtan. He went and sat on the altars. He went and sat on the altar. There were so many saligrams. So he took all the saligrams and put on his lap and sat on Vishnu's throne. Because his weight is, Vishnu throne is small, his weight is big, immediately started cracking. Immediately Nityananda Prabhu came. And he came to hold the seat. Then, so then he told, wait, I want to speak. He stopped the kirtan. And he said, in Kali Yuga, I'm actually Krishna himself. In Kali Yuga, I am, I have descended. Kali Yuga, I have descended in the form of holy name. I have descended myself as Krishna. See, what is that? I'm also Supreme Lord. I'm also son of Devaki. Hare Krishna. So glorify, chant the holy name. And he said, I am hungry right now. Whatever you give me, I'll eat. Advaita said, that's great. You're fortunate. Then devotees started bringing all the food. And Lord Chaitanya, butter, yogurt, milk, sandesh, gulab jamun, rasgulla, haribol. Anything they were bringing, Lord Chaitanya, like zoom, was eating it. They brought rock candy, they brought, coconut burfis, they brought bananas, they brought grains, and puffed rice, chipped rice, everything they brought. Fried rice. And Lord Chaitanya said, Aniyor, give me more. So he was finishing just like that, Hare Krishna. So finally devotees ran out of everything. They don't have anything. Lord said, give me more. I'm Krishna, I've descended, to protect all of you. So they was eating. Then they became scared. Because their supplies were all exhausted. Whatever is there, bring it. Anything they brought, he consumed it. The devotees became scared. They became scared. My Lord, we have only camphor rice. Bring it. Hare Krishna. So whatever they brought, that is enough for 200 people. He just finished in few minutes. So they brought, my Lord, person, you have shown the entire universe to your mother in your mouth. How can we satisfy you? Don't worry, whatever you have, bring it. So then devotee said, my Lord, we have only camphor rice. Bring it. Or anything they brought, he ate. In between, he said, Nada. Nada means what? Advaita Charya. Ask for a boon. I have descended for your sake. Sometimes he would embrace the devotees. Oh, Bhaiya, because of you, I'm grateful. What is that? And I would ask, Advaita Charya, ask for a boon. My Lord, I don't need anything. You have descended. That's enough for me. All right, you dance. And suddenly he fell down and he crashed. There is no life air. as though he's left the body. Devotee started crying. Ayo, my Lord of life, he left. So it is useless living in this body. I'll also end my life jumping into Ganga. When devotees were thinking like that, immediately Lord Chaitanya got up, started dancing. Devotees were so happy. Haribol. Devotees were so happy. So, what is that? Lord Chaitanya would regularly reveal Krishna form. Because in future, what is that we discuss? Mahaprakash Leela, Shat Satprahara Leela, 21 hours. He exhibited this, the transcendental, exhibited his transcendental ecstatic emotions, and he showed various forms to devotees. That we will discuss. But what is that? One thing is, what is that? Radha Krishna Pranay Vikrita Rahladani Shakti Rasma. So it is Radha and Krishna, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna Nahi Anya. They are together. They're eternally separate. How is it possible? When they are together, it is Lord Chaitanya. When they're separated, it is Radha and Krishna. Because of the presence of Radharani, that is Lord Chaitanya, combination of Radha and Krishna, Lord Chaitanya is very merciful. Very well. It's very, very merciful. That's why, as I said, so what is that? Prema rasa niryasa koritya swadan. So he came to experience that Radha Bhav. And that's why 11th canto, Karabhajanga Muni and Maharaj Nimi, that conversation, what is that? Teyam sada paribhogna vishtadoham tirdaspadam siravirinchi nudam saranyam pratyardhyam pranadavala bhavadipodam vande mahapurushate charanarvindam. What Brahma and Shiva are looking for is just giving freely. One time, one devotee in Kollam, in Vrindavan, we were talking and there was a kirtan going on, still we were talking. Suddenly his son got up, he was only 1-year-old boy, and he started jumping on the shoulders of his father. Wow. So father said, see how my son is jumping. So Lord Chaitanya came to give prema bhakti. A person who understands this sincerely, practices it, and makes the goal, Krishna prema as his goal or her goal, they are fortunate. You're listening or not?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Bear some doubts in the heart. Abba 16 got initiated. I know, I love Gulab Jamun, I love Rasgulla, I love Kirtan also. Abba, my mind gives so much trouble. Why? Krishna consciousness, nowhere it is said it is simple, it is easy. Simple though, process simple, but you have a baggage. Because Lord Chaitanya Prabhupada wants to take us back home, back to Godhead. If we work very hard and attain it with great difficulty, then we'll treasure it. If not, if it comes just like that, you may lose it. You may develop familiarity with it. That's why Maya is there. That is a thankless task. You're listening? No. Why only 116 rounds? Sasatam kirtayantam yatantascha drudavrata. Should chant Krishna's name all the time. Should all the time. We should develop taste for the holy name. Nama Rupa Guna Leela. So what of the Krishna's Lord Chaitanya's Sikshashtakam, the order is mentioned for Shraddha to Prema. The answer is mentioned, the process is mentioned. How to elevate from a simple Shraddha to Prema. So one has to make Krishna consciousness as a life and as a life's goal. Srila Prabhupada came to America with 70 rupees only to give Krishna to everyone. Sometimes I think Lord Chaitanya in the dead of the night, he walked out When his mother was sleeping, his wife was sleeping, of course, mother was awake, of course. Why? He wanted to take sannyas so that he would reach out to everyone. Hare Krishna. Today is Ekadasi. Recently I was watching actually moon. Suddenly I remembered, 30, 35 years ago, this is the moon. This is the moon I would watch. But then when I remembered I watched the same moon 30, 40, 40, 50 years ago, I was not so happy. Why? Because I was remembering time is running out. Still the impurities in the heart. Of course, Lord changed from day one till this day. But because Lord Chaitanya, so we need to develop intense faith. Develop faith in the process. Develop faith and Krishna is Lord, is not different from Lord. The Lord Chaitanya is not different from Radha and Krishna. Nityananda Prabhu is Balarama Hoilo Nitai. Then you'll go back to Godhead. Don't ask for anything from this world. Because anything we get is temporary anyway. Like a sand slipping from our hands. Don't quarrel with anybody. Don't criticize anybody. So we are not the mind. We are not the body. Mind, the nature of the mind is to give trouble. Ignore. Nature of the body is to give trouble. Ignore. Sarira iti sariram. What is sarira? That which is destroyed slowly. What is body? That which is destroyed very slowly. When I read the definition, I was shocked. Because, goes to tell the doctor, doctor, I have a little problem. Nothing is visible in the X-ray, come after 6 months. It will manifest. So body is slowly destroyed, sirs, ladies and gentlemen, Matas and Prabhujis. But don't put faith on tomorrow, put faith today. So I'm serious. What are the two deadly enemies for spiritual life? Lethargy, laziness, and complacency. I cannot do more. So always walk extra mile. Take it up seriously. Otherwise, you'll miss the boat. What Lord Chaitanya came and what Lord Chaitanya took sannyas for. What Lord Chaitanya asked Nityananda to get married. Only one reason. Sent Srila Prabhupada at the age of 70. Sent Rupa Goswami. Sent, what is his name? Krishna Vishnu Chaitanya Thakur. Send all the 6 Goswamis, send Narottam Thakur, send Bhaktivinoda Thakur, send Yugal Kishore Das Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Why? Only to reclaim the conditioned souls. They all came to execute the mission of Lord Chaitanya. If you don't have bhakti, we can't give bhakti. If you don't have bhakti, you can't give bhakti. Bhaktiya sanjayate bhakti. So rather than focusing on skill, I will learn harmonium, I will learn mridanga. That's fine, because needed. Increase your bhakti. Mahaprabhu Bhakta Gana Vairagya Pradhan. Lord Chaitanya will bestow renunciation. How can Grihasthas understand this? Renunciation for Grihasthas is Krishnaizing everything at home and everything around. Krishna is it. Krishna is the relationships. Krishna is the work. Krishna is your money. Krishna is your dealings. You don't need to leave anything. Because without giving up, without, what is that, detachment. First attachment is important. Attachment to Krishna is important. Then detachment will come. Caterpillar will leave the second leaf after holding on to the first leaf strongly. First it holds on to the leaf strongly, then only it leaves the second leaf. Likewise, hold on to Krishna by chanting the holy name. Ekadasi, every Ekadasi, why only 25? Chant more. Haridas Thakur, actually, no, I'll tell you. Morning Mangalarti class, only ladies respond. Why not Prabhus? Why only ladies should chant more in 192 rounds? Why not Prabhus? Ladies are also working. No, that's why, bhakti has nothing to do with the gender, nothing to do with the ashram. Bhakti is connected with only one thing. What is that? Sincerity. That's it. You have that sincerity, your Krishna loves you. You don't have it, Krishna still loves you. Krishna is still trying to pull you. But you have sincerity, Krishna pulls you stronger. I'm telling all this in Lord Chaitanya says divine ecstasies, divine transformations. It's crashing on the ground, floating like a leaf. Only the soul deserves all the ecstasies. But if you are attached to eating matter, tasting matter, connecting to matter, we stay tuned to the matter only. We stay connected with the deadly matter only. As long as we look for anything in this material world, name and fame, and I'm talking to myself, then we can never get Krishna. If you're even on the sensual platform, we can never get Krishna. Listening or not? So sense gratification is one boat, Krishna consciousness is another boat. We cannot travel on these two boats for a long time. We can do in the beginning, no doubt. Not for a long time. So time is running out. We are the fortunate few souls came to the lotus feet of, lent lotus feet of Krishna, lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The process given by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Prabhupada says, Krishna Dvaipayana gave the Shastra, but the Shastra, whatever is written in the Shastra, practically is done by Krishna Chaitanya. Both are Krishna only. Krishna Dvaipayana is Krishna, Krishna's incarnation. Krishna Chaitanya is actually Krishna himself with the combination of Radha. Devotees, let us not waste time. Let us not waste time. Let us become serious. Tomorrow there is no guarantee. Idam shariram parinama peshalam patati avashyam satasanjijarjaram kimoshlam purchasi mudadurmate niramayam Krishna rasanam piba. Anyway, I want to end it here today. Thank you very much. If I spoken anything wrong, do excuse me. We'll continue next week. I'm not qualified. Whenever I speak Chaitanya Charitamrita, Bhagavad, I feel so sad. Why, that whatever is explained there, I'm not going through that. Haribo, it's needed. I request everyone, falling at everyone's lotus feet, I seek blessings. Please pray for me so that I make little progress. Dandavata, I'm ending now. Thank you very much. Haribol, I'm ending. Thank you. Haribol.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you
Prabhuji.
so much, Prabhuji.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji. Hari Bol, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.